it seems like Porsche might be planning on canceling their EV sports car plans. Now, I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but them doing that honestly isn't really that surprising because Porsche is known as a sports car brand, and maybe you could consider them a supercar with the kind of power that those cars have, whatever. But the people who want a Porsche are not really the people who want an EV because, as great as EVs are and as useful as they could be, once the technology is perfected, so an EV sports car does lose on one fundamental factor that all sports cars have, and the thing that people love about sports cars, and that's the engine. Now, when it comes to sports car, people focus on a few things: the looks, obviously, the handling, the engine, and yeah, I think those are the core things, and the feeling that you get from a different sports car or supercar or whatever. And an EV with the electric motor, it's not exciting because the difference between a sports car and a regular car in terms of a nice car, the engine sounds different, the power feels different, it's a different experience, it's the heart of the car. And with EVs, because of the way the technology is, even though the sports car might be really powerful and the regular car might not be as powerful, although the regular EVs are pretty powerful too, it's not, you don't really get the different feeling. And sure, manufacturers are trying a lot of stuff by pumping in fake exhaust sounds in through the speakers to give them the feel of a sports car, yeah, or internal combustion engine or whatever. And then there's the stuff with Hyundai doing the gear thing, the feeling your gear shifts, and all that stuff. As much as they want to try, it is fake, and it just cannot seem to replace the feeling that the internal combustion engine gets from the sound of the engine, the exhaust note, the feeling of gear changes, and all that. And yeah, an electric motor just cannot do that, and because it doesn't need to do all that stuff because the way the technology works. And so Porsche not making this would make sense. Honestly, if they cancel the Taycan entirely, I wouldn't be surprised because, I mean, an EV Porsche, yeah, not that exciting. I mean, people love the 911, but how often do you hear people saying that how incredible the EV Taycan is? And it is incredible in terms of power. But other than that, how many people say they want the Taycan, they want the Taycan? Apart from the few people who are really interested in EVs. Sure, they'll want it, but feel like they are a much smaller group. And the people who want an EV sports car are a even smaller group. So yeah, the sports car, supercar, hypercar stuff, the EV versions of these cars, they're just not going to be as appealing, and it's not something that the enthusiasts who want these cars wanted. I mean, even the Rimac Nivera, it's a hypercar with the kind of power and performance it has, but still, the fact that it's an EV, it is a bit off-putting to a lot of people, and it is really expensive too. And people would have a lot of people would rather have an internal combustion engine car instead of that, a supercar or hypercar instead of that. And because of that, this particular segment, I don't think EVs can ever really replace it. Now, eventually in the future, you'll probably have to get rid of all internal combustion engine cars unless we find another fuel source for these cars or something. But till then, I think the supercars and hypercars and sports cars are gonna remain ICE. And even though there might be EV versions, I don't think they're gonna be as appealing to the people as the ICE versions. So yeah, Porsche not doing this wouldn't really be a big deal. And I'm wondering what's happening with Ferrari's EV. I don't remember I don't even know what's going on with it now. But yeah, an EV for these brands, it's not really, doesn't really fit the brand. I mean, for Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini, and the hypercar brands, I mean, you think about it, an electric Bugatti. Now, it might be incredible and have 4,000 horsepower or something, but would you really want it, or would you rather have the internal combustion version of it? It's just a thing. The people who want these cars want the experience, and unless some sort of new EV technology comes out where something happens to the automotives that make it super exciting or something, I don't see that happening with the technology. But anyway, that's what I think about the fact that Porsche might be getting rid of this EV sports car, and I wouldn't be shocked if they do end up getting rid of it. So yeah.